What is going on, Jet fans? Matt O'Leary back with another video this afternoon to talk about a major injury in the NFL. Absolutely hate to see, unfortunately. Tristan Wirfs had to get surgery yesterday on his right knee and now is expected to miss the first few games of the 2025 season. I hate injuries, and this absolutely sucks for one of the best tackles in the NFL to miss time. Always liked Tristan Worfs, liked him a lot coming out of college. He was my number 2 ranked offensive tackle in that draft. Would have loved to have him as a New York Jet. As we know, the story goes, the Jets pass on him. They take Becton instead. Tristan Wirfs gets taken by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and he's been stellar for them over the last few years. Now, why are we talking about this on a Jets channel? Fair, totally fair. But my reasoning behind it is it is going to have an impact on the Jets because, as the report states, it is unlikely for Tristan Wirfs to start the season ready to go. And the Jets play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in week 3 this year. They get them early on in the season. And it's going to be a really big story, missing not only one of their best players, but their tackle against the Jets defense that is going to be very blitz heavy. This isn't, this is a big deal. Tristan Wirfs not playing is going to really impact, spreads. It's rare to see a non-quarterback impact a spread, but a star left tackle will do that for you. It's going to be a night and day difference for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers offensive line without having him. And that's not the only injury that Tampa Bay is dealing with right now. Godwin is fighting back from a serious ankle injury that ended his season in week 7, and he's trending towards being ready to go for week 1, but similar to Jermaine Johnson, not going to have a ton of run this summer, and it's probably unfair to expect him to be at his peak early on in the season. And I know that there's a lot of Jet fans who are going to be making the trip down to Tampa Bay to watch that game, but number 2, when talking with Jet fans so far this offseason, after the schedule came out, there's been a lot predicting a week 3 upset for the Jets over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I personally wasn't there, and I don't even with the injury, I'm not sure if I'm quite there at this point, but I would imagine after this news with Tristan Wirfs not going to be ready to go at the beginning of the year, I would not be surprised if we see that more commonly predicted on Jets schedule predictions going forward. The Jets defense will be significantly more blitz heavy in 2025 than it was under Robert Saleh, and if they're able to get after the quarterback and you have maybe a strong game from Will McDonald, well, suddenly it's going to be a tough spot for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on offense. Now, Bucky Irving was really good for them a year ago, and the Jets struggled against the run, and that might be still a point of issue for the Jets in 2025. So there obviously are ways to combat this, but one of the big reasons why the Bucs went from one of the worst rushing teams in the NFL to one of the better ones last year was because of the play of Tristan Wirfs. Again, I hate to be a broken record, but it's a big deal losing a guy like that. And, if, God forbid, Olu Fashanu was injured right now with a similar injury and was in danger of missing the first few games of the season, I'm sure we'd be talking about it as a major blow to this team, because then you're looking at, Carter Warren or Max Mitchell or Chuck Okorafor having to come in and play on the left side. And that is obviously a very significant steep drop off. And again, Wirfs being one of the best tackles in the league, one of the 3 best tackles in the NFL, just about. It's going to be tough for Tampa Bay. Again, I'm not really ready at this point to say that I think this is enough for the Jets. Yeah, they're absolutely going to win this game, but no, it's a big storyline. Losing a player of this magnitude for Tampa Bay is going to have an impact on this game. And I know we're months out from this game. There could be other injuries that come up on either side for Tampa Bay or for the New York Jets. It's going to be something that we'll watch and talk about over the next few months. So that'll do it for me in this one. Really hate to see injuries like this. Absolutely stinks. Wishing Tristan Wirfs the best in his recovery. But we'll be keeping a close eye on that because the Jets got him in week 3. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm Matt O'Leary. Subscribe here if you're new, and I'll catch you next time.